What's good, everybody? It's Bro Hamza, and today, guys, I'm coming to you with a brand new video. This time, it is going to be a Gishki Spright combo tutorial, and then I have a deck profile coming very soon, so please make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that. Let's try and get 15 likes on this video. We've been doing a pretty stellar job, so let's keep that up, guys. And again, check out all the socials down below. We'll be doing giveaways very soon, and you guys should probably want to stay up to date by following us. And yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, guys, so now we are getting into the actual combo tutorial. Again, I have 5 combos that I'm going to show from beginner to like kind of more advanced, I guess you could say. Before we get into that, guys, please leave a like. We're trying to get 15 likes, and subscribe if you have not already, because we're trying to get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But anyways, we continue this play. We start off by activating our Spright starter. If you guys don't know what starter does, is you special one Spright monster from your deck, then you take damage equal to its original attack. So again, you're gonna burn for 1100, which is fine. Then you get blue. Blue says when he's special summoned, you can add a Spright Jet or any Spright monster, but it's always Jet in this instance. Spright Jet says if you control a level 2 or rank 2 monster, you can special summon Jet from your hand, and then Jet will literally let you get any Spright spell trap card. I ended up misclicking here. I meant to just show you the card that I wanted. You can either choose Double Cross or you can choose Spright Smashers. In a lot of instances, it's really like you don't know what you want to go for. Usually what I go for is Double Cross. I feel like just having the different forms of disruption, whether you can go for the grave, on the field, or anything like that, is pretty good. So I feel like Double Cross is really good in that regard. So I choose to get Double Cross. Again, to each their own. Now we overlay into Gigantic Spright, and then this is where we get the Gishki engine going. So from here, we go ahead and special summon out Gishki Grim. Now this is a new card coming out in PHOTON HYPERNOVA, and the only reason why I play him is he says this: if this card is normal or special summoned, you can special summon one Gishki monster from your deck except Gishki Grim. And then he has a small restriction where like you can only declare attacks except ritual monsters, which is fine. Like, you're gonna be doing these combos going first anyways, you don't need to attack. But yeah, Gishki Grim will go ahead and special summon out a monster that's absolutely broken, which is Gishki Abyss. I don't remember what set this came out, but it came out a long time ago. This guy says when this card is summoned, add one Gishki monster with 1,000 or less defense from your deck to your hand. And again, note that this is not a once per turn. Another thing you guys should know is this is a win effect. So there are weird instances where like it can miss timing, whereas like if your opponent goes like Regeki or like Regeki break, discard, target Spright Elf, and then change Spright Elf to reborn Gishki Abyss, it won't work. So just make sure when you use Elf, it's in an open game state, which again, it doesn't really matter. But we use Abyss here. Abyss will go ahead and grab our Shadow, and then it doesn't matter what we do because we link our monsters away into Spright Elf, and then Elf will go ahead and use this effect to reborn Abyss, and then we just get the other one, which is Gishki Vision. So again, each of these Gishki cards here have an effect. So Gishki Vision says you can discard them and add a ritual monster. Shadow says you can discard them and add a ritual spell. So from here we continue. We go ahead and we're going to use the first effect, which is Shadow. It doesn't matter which effect you use in which order. Shadow will go ahead and grab us our Gishki Photomirror. Gishki Photomirror basically says this card can only be used to ritual summon any Gishki monster. You must also pay life points equal to the level of the ritual monster times 500, which is it is a steep cost. Of course, there are ways to get around it. This is just showcasing one combo. From here, we go Gishki Vision. This will add us our Evagishki, Neuromanus, or Neuromangelov, or whatever. Basically, this guy's really OP. This guy says you can try one water monster if he's ritual summoned and special summon it. Cannot be sure of battle with monsters special summoned from the extra deck. And once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can return one Gishki ritual monster, including himself, to the hand. Negate the activation if you do, shuffle that into the deck. So negate and shuffle is always OP because it doesn't trigger floaters or anything like that. Again, we won't be able to summon out the Gishki monsters because of Spright starter, where we're locked into just special summoning level, rank, or link 2 monsters. But it doesn't matter because this is a follow-up play for next turn. And then from here we go ahead and we overlay our monsters away, or sorry, Link, into our IP Masquerade. I thought I could do Toad, but I realized Toad had to be Aqua, and these guys are fishies. So from here, essentially what we do is we end up ending on an IP Masquerade, a Spright Elf, and a Spright Double Cross. So Spright Double Cross says target one monster on the field or in either graveyard, activate one of these effects. Attach targeted monster to one rank 2 monster you control as material. Can't do that because we got IPs. Place the targeted monster in your opponent controls in your zone your link monster points to, so you can point over here. Then special summon the targeted monster from either graveyard to your zone and link monster points to. So again, pretty good. And then we have an IP Masquerade, which can link off away as well. And then we have a Spright Elf who can reborn a Grim. And then Grim can go ahead and reborn like or summon out like another Abyss, get a follow-up play for next turn. Then you can go IP all of those into link 4, and you still have Spright Double Cross. It's pretty good off of one combo. Now we get into the next combo. Alright, guys, so now we are getting on to the next combo, which is just Gishki Grim by himself. Like I was showcasing you guys before, Gishki Grim is a normal summon special from deck, very similar to like Tour Guide of the Underworld, Galaxy Serpent, the Nimble card, stuff like that. Gishki Grim will go ahead and grab us our Abyss. Like except for Abyss is not once per turn, so Abyss will grab us our Shadow here. And then from here, what we do is we go ahead and link our monsters away into Elf. Again, it doesn't matter who you add first or who you add second, because Abyss will always be adding the missing pieces anyways. But yeah, we go Elf. Elf goes ahead and grabs Abyss, and then from here, Abyss will go ahead and trigger to get our Vision. So most combos will end on, or start off in a similar fashion like this. Again, we go vision, discard, get the Nirmanas or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Niramanus. I don't know. If a Gishki monster, then we use Gishki Shadow, discard. This will add us our photo mirror. From here, because we are not locked, like the last combo where we were locked, we're not locked, so we go ahead and activate photo mirror, pay a steep 5,000. I know it's steep, but it's still pretty good, because when he special summon, like I said before, if this card's ritual summoned, you can target one water monster in your graveyard and special summon it. This will allow us to go ahead and special summon out our monster, which is our Gishki Vision. And if you guys didn't notice, these both are level 2 monsters, which enables us to go into our gigantic sprite. From here, again, the restriction applies, but it doesn't matter. We can go ahead into our sprite engine. So blue will go ahead and proceed to actually grab us our jet. So again, like I said before, majority of the combos will go blue, jet, summon, jet, choose to get what you want. From here, we are going to showcase, again, you can get starter, you can get smashes, or you can double cross. So you're asking why starter? So you can get starter because you can get Carrot, who's or not Carrot, or I think it's Carrot, the one who negates fallen trap card, because you already have a monster negate. Again, you guys know how good double cross is, and smashes as well. For this instance here, guys, though, we choose to keep smashes on the board, and then we link our monsters away into our IP Masquerena, and then from here we go ahead and pass. Basically, during our opponent's turn, like during the main phase, they do something, we fire off Sprite Elf. Sprite Elf will go ahead and reborn our Grim, and then Grim will go ahead and get our monster from the deck, which is Abyss. Abyss will go ahead and add us any of the cards that we want. Again, be it vision, be it shadow, depending on what you want. I think I get shadow here because I feel like shadow is a little better because the ritual spells are pretty OP. There's that one ritual spell, the new one, that can like tribute your opponent's monster, is pretty good. But yeah, we do that, and then from here, again, you can choose any sort of way you want to go. You can go IP into something, you can go whatever, it doesn't matter. Just for this combo sake, again, I go into IP, which is an Appaloosa for 4, but it doesn't matter. You can choose any link monster you want. You want a unicorn, shuffle a card back, you want anything, doesn't matter. We still have double cross. We have an Appaloosa for 4, which is crazy. We have a monster negate. We have Sprite Elf being able to facilitate as well, and that's all off of one combo. So now moving on to the next combo, guys. It is going to be with the new card Aquamirror Focalization. Now, if you guys don't know what this card does, this card essentially lets you add one Gishki monster from your deck to your hand. During the end phase, you control water ritual monster, banish it, and reset an Aquamirror trap card, whatever. We go ahead and we continue our play. We start off by going ahead and activating Focalization. Focalization will go ahead and add us our Gishki Grim. So again, like I showed in the last combo Gishki Grim, it's a very standard combo. Normal Grim, get the card that's absolutely broken, that's not once per turn, which is Abyss. And then from here, we get Shadow. Of course, link our monsters away into our Elf. From here, Elf will go ahead and be able to reborn our Shadow, or Abyss, sorry. And then Abyss will trigger again, like this. This will go ahead and add us our Vision. Like I was showing you before, if you get to this play, you're pretty much solid. From here, we go into our Vision. Vision will go ahead and get our Nirmana or whatever. And then we go ahead and go Shadow. Shadow will go ahead and add us our Photo Mirror. Cool. From here, what we do is we go ahead and proceed to activate Photo Mirror to special summon our Nirmanas. And this is actually on the 5th summon, I believe, because you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's our 5th summon. So we have Monster Negate on the 5th summon, which is pretty good. From here, we go Nirmanas to reborn our Vision. And again, like I said before, and like I showed you before, they are level 2s, but this time we're actually going to use the Link monster instead to link over into Gigantic Sprite. From here, we use Sprite. Sprite will go ahead and special summon out our Blue. Like I said before, Blue will go ahead and add us our Jet. Jet will go ahead and special summon out Jet. Jet will grab us our Double Cross or our Smashers. Again, you can grab Starter as well. It doesn't really matter, but just having that form of disruption is very good. So we get Double Cross. From here, you overlay into Jin Buster. And then from here, you link our monsters away into an IP Masquerena. And then during the end phase, Focalization will banish itself to set a trap card, which is going to be Aquamirror Illusion. Aquamirror Illusion sets special one Gishki Ritual monster from your hand. Cannot attack, return to the hand during the end phase. We don't care about that, right? The reason why this is pretty good, again, the only downside to this is that we technically only have monster negates. We don't have spell and trap negates. So if you wanted to get Double Cross and summon out like Carrot or whatever, you could do it and get started instead. From here, basically, we'll go Nirmana Get Out of Effect, negate. He'll bounce to the hand, and then we'll activate the trap card to special summon one Gishki Ritual monster, which is him again. So then we effectively have another monster negate, and then we also have all sorts of forms of disruption. We have like Double Cross. Double Cross essentially will let us steal a monster to IP zone, and then we can go after our Jin Buster negates. We can go IP the monster plus Jin Buster into Appaloosa, and then again, it's still nice, cute little forms of disruption. Just another line you can choose. Another thing as well. When the monster is special summoned off of Focalization or Illusion, sorry, it doesn't trigger this because it has to be ritual summoned in order to get the reborn effect. So just note so your opponent doesn't chat you. But now let's move on to the next combo. So now guys, the next combo is going to be double focalization. Again, just showcasing you how OP this card is. This card is not once per turn for the search. It is once per turn for the setting, but not once per turn for the search. Again, these cards can be any of the combinations of the cards that I'm going to be grabbing as well. But yeah, just for this instance, I wanted to showcase how funny focalization is. So focalization grabs this Grim. From here, you could just hold the focalization if you want, or you can just use it to get Nirmanis. It doesn't matter. From here, again, like I said before, normal Grim. Grim will go ahead and special summon out our Abyss. Abyss will go ahead and trigger here to go ahead and add us our Shadow. Cool. From here, we go ahead and use Shadow. Shadow will discard to go ahead and add us our Photomirror. And then from here, we proceed to go ahead and activate Photomirror. Photomirror will go ahead and pay the 5k, summon out Nirmanis. Nirmanis will go ahead and reborn our monster, which is Vision. And then from here, we proceed to overlay our monsters. Again, it's important to do that first. Not only is it like a pre-5th summon, but it's also because Gigantic Sprite will lock us into summoning other monsters. So we go ahead and use Sprite. Sprite will go ahead and detach to special summon out our Swap Frog. Swap Frog here will go ahead and mill. So this is a weird combo to get to Toad in a sense. Again, without Ronin Toad, the plays are a little weirder now. They're still pretty legit, of course. And again, this is probably not the most optimal way to play with that hand, but it's just to showcase more options that you guys have. So from here, we go Elf, Elf Reborn Swap, and then from here we go ahead and overlay into our Toad. And then from here, we can go ahead and set our illusion with focalization. So basically, if you think about it, we have 2 Toad negates. And the reason why I say 2 Toad negates is Toad will negate a card, Elf will reborn Toad, Toad will negate a card again. Then we have a monster negate, and then we have another monster negate in the form of illusion. So it's not bad for sure, especially because like these type of sticky boards are what Sprite is really good at. Like you get 2 Omni negates, 2 monster negates with this, and then you can kind of choose what you want, like depending on what you negate. If you negate your opponent's upstart or something like that, it's pretty good as well. But now guys, let's move on to the 5th and final combo. So now guys, we are on to the 5th and final combo, and before I get into that, please guys go ahead and leave a like if you have not already, and subscribe if you guys have not already, because we're trying to get 10k by the end of the year. But anyways, let's start off the combo. It is Gishki Grim, it is Aquamirror, Focalization, whatever, and it is any one card. So again, Fake Trap is the reason why I decided to showcase this, but the reason why you need Fake Trap is I'll explain later on. But again, you go ahead and summon out Grim. Grim will go ahead and summon out Abyss. Abyss will go ahead and activate his effect to go ahead and grab us our Gishki Vision. Cool. From here, what we are going to do is we are going to link our monsters away into Sprite Elf. Elf again, reborn out our Abyss. Abyss again, trigger because this card's not once per turn, it's absolutely broken. Cool. Nice. From here, what we do is we proceed to activate Vision, grab us our Nirmana Get Off, and then from here we go ahead and activate Aquamirror Focalization, and then this will go ahead and add us our Nirmanis. Now again, Focalization can technically be something else as well, but just being able to set the Aquamirror spell trap card is very important in this combo in and of itself. So we'll just continue off of that. Focalization will go ahead and add us our Nirmanis. Shadow will discard to go ahead and add us our Aquamirror. So now if you guys don't like Photomirror, you guys don't like paying 5k, this play kind of gets around it. And then it also has another nice effect where you can shove this card from the graveyard into the deck to get a ritual monster to your hand, which is pretty good. And you guys will see we really take advantage of that as you continue. But from here we go Gishki Aquamirror, tribute Nirmanis. Nirmanis, I ended up flipping a coin, I don't know why. Nirmanis will go ahead and summon itself out, and then Nirmanis will trigger to go ahead and reborn a monster. From here we get the level 2 monster. Again, like I said before, this is on the 5th summon. And then from here we link our monsters, XYZ. I don't know why I keep saying link XYZ, but we XYZ our monsters away into Gishki Spright. Sprite will trigger, go ahead and get blue. Blue will go ahead and trigger to go ahead and grab us our Jet. And then Jet will go ahead and special summon her out, or him out, or them out, and then Jet will go ahead, and again you can choose what you want depending on your hand, like I said before. But for this instance here, we get starters, so this time it's a little different, and you guys will see why very shortly. From here we go ahead and use Aquamirror's effect, like I said before, shuffle this card into the deck and then get 1 Gishki ritual monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So you put this back, we go ahead and get our Nirmanis to our hand, which is pretty important. And then from here we do a new play, which you guys haven't seen yet, which we overlay into Herald of the Pure Light. Now a lot of the other Gishki combos are playing this. I don't know if this card will have an actual way of fitting into like the metagame, because in practicality it's weird because you have to like have another card. But yeah, so Herald of the Pure Light says you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, target 1 monster in your graveyard, add to your hand, shuffle 1 card from your hand to the deck. So again, that's why you need the extra card, which is the Fake Trap. Go ahead and detach. This will go ahead and get our Shadow to our hand, and then we'll go ahead and put back our card. From here we link our monsters away into IP Masquerena. Then we activate Sprite Starter, like I said before, to go ahead and get our Carrot, which is Spawn Trap Negate, which is pretty good, pretty important honestly, just because you have so many monster negates throughout this deck. Like having a Spawn Trap Negate is pretty legit. But yeah, take 1,000, then we use Gishki Shadow. This card's gonna go ahead and discard to get us our Gishki Aqua Ice Mirror for next turn. And basically Gishki Ice Mirror says, this is what I was talking about when I'm like, there's a card you can tribute your opponent's monster. You must also tribute either 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, or monsters from your hand or field. And if you do, You lose life points equal to some monster original attack. This card's in your graveyard. Try one Gishki monster in your graveyard, place it on top of your deck, and if it's do, place a card at the bottom of your deck. So again, it's a pretty good card. You can choose whatever you want. Honestly, it doesn't matter, but Ice Mirror is pretty good. But yeah, from here we go ahead and go into the end phase, and the end phase will go ahead and grab us our Aquamirror illusion. Even though we are locked in currently, which is the reason why I didn't special summon our Nirmanis right now, we are locked because like starter and gigantic sprite. This is still pretty good because during our opponent's standby phase, you can just drop Aquamirror illusion. So basically, like, yeah, we fired off, we go Aquamirror illusion, summon out that. We still have a spell trap negate as well. We have 2 monster negates. We have a spell and trap negate. We still have an elf reborn, which could be like a grim that gets us all sorts of things as well. We can go in IP Masquerade, can go into Unicorn, can go into Avermax, can go into anything as well. So it's pretty good, guys. So those are the 5 combos. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe. So guys, that was it for the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know by leaving a like. Again, if you made it to the end of the video and you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because what are you doing, man? Like, seriously. But anyways, guys, my name's Hamza. I appreciate you guys watching, and like I always say, keep on shining, never go on your dreams. Peace.